Hey guys, this is Vic from Grasping the Market and welcome to our market briefing. Today we had a continuation from Friday's extension to the upside, which, as we mentioned, managed to leave that gap untouched. So yesterday we have a little probe at the beginning of the session, inside the session, and trying to break lower, but the 3112 area serve as support, and eventually at the end of the day, or towards the end of the day, we have a grind higher, effectively extending towards new all-time highs. It is important to mention that yesterday the overnight session did quite an advancement on the overnight and established new overnight all-time highs at around 31.27, which could not be reached during regular trading hours. Nonetheless, the closing was somehow strong, and we effectively had continuation. So all the time frames continue to point upwards, but we need to remain cautious because the market seems to be now very, very, very determined. I mean, it's driven by short-term money, but they don't give up. Normally, they don't give up until what they do doesn't work anymore. So we need to be careful there. On the market profile, here you see the initial session back and forth and struggling around Friday's value, with the halfback and the afternoon pullback from Friday serving as support, propelling the market up. And then it was the upper distribution that maintained the momentum to the upside. For today, the focus is to assess this continuation that we're seeing overnight relative to this late afternoon range. If we get acceptance below 31.1725, definitely that will denote change and potentially will bring into play the overnight low, and probably will go back to Friday's value, which is where we found value in the morning. But first we need to break that 31.17 area. To the upside, we have very little excess, only 2 ticks, and we have a decent POC, so I wouldn't be surprised that if we revisit this POC. One important consideration is that at the moment, I mean, if we open right now, which will not happen, we still have a few bars left, we will have another gap to the upside. That will be the 5th gap to the upside. Now, yesterday we saw on the overnight struggle around this area, the 31.27 area. Let's see if we can open above that, or if we open below. If we open below, having the overnight POC here and yesterday's high, I think the odds are good that we will attempt to close the gap. As I said, a 5th gap in place with the way this is going up and the volume we've seen going up is very suspicious. I don't like the market continuing at this pace, up without a proper correction. But let's see what the market gets, and let's take it from there. Remember that tomorrow we have the FOMC minutes, and that could bring some volatility if not some adjustments are not done before that. So let's see what we get, and trade well, manage your risk, and see you. Talk to you later through the Twitter feed.